Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, depending on where you are. We are just getting ready to make the roasted red pepper and walnut dip. So this is going to be one of our two appetizers that I showed today. I'm just getting back from my workout, actually, and Edward took a little longer to get down from a nap, so I'm not really all that ready, but that's okay. So just bear with me. And he's not even sleeping, really. You can hear him in the background, unfortunately. All right. So this dip is so easy. It's going to cook itself in the blender. So let's talk about our blender here for a second. So this is our deluxe cooking blender. Oh, nice little lint brush here beside it. So the blender is absolutely amazing. We use it probably daily. Well, I do, because I make a smoothie with the smoothie cup and adapter that you can get with it. And I just want to show you off some features that come with this blender, because I think it's absolutely amazing and it's like a must-have in our kitchen. So if you look at the blender, just a sec. My husband and his brother are building a shiplap wall in the basement. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet because that's going to keep going on for the remainder of the day. But there is a smoothie setting, an alternative milk, grind, soup, heated puree, jam, and sauce. And it actually has a heated wash setting as well. It comes with the glass canister where you can make 7 cups of cold or 6 cups of hot. And today we are just making a quick dip. It calls for a jar of roasted red bell peppers drained, 1.5 cups of walnuts, 2 garlic cloves, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, honey, paprika, salt, and if you want, red pepper flakes. So I'm just gonna get those things and we're gonna make it. So we just get like the sweet red peppers and then we drain the can. Sorry, right here, the sweet red peppers, we drain the can. And we actually can use our can drainer to do that. So this is a super easy tool that is really convenient. It can just fit on top just like this, or if you have a can, you can push it into the can and drain it that way. So I'm just gonna drain these. There we have it. All right, so it says to put them in the blender in the order that it is on the recipe. So 1 can of sweet red peppers, roasted red bell peppers, there we go. And if it's not completely drained, that's okay. 1.5 cup of shelled walnuts roasted. So I just bought roasted chopped walnuts. If you buy the raw ones, it says that you can cook them on a sheet pan for 10 to 12 minutes to roast them. All right, so we've got 1.5 cups, and this is our measuring cups. It comes in a set of 3. This is the 2-cup one. You can also get a 1 cup and a 4 cup. They come all together. So throwing that in there, just like that. Actually, you know what I might do? I might pull the blender this way a little. There we are. Next up, we've got garlic cloves. Oh, that's too bad. All right. I still had garlic cloves in my fridge, and it looks like they might have got thrown out, but that's okay because you can actually interchange it here for the garlic rub. And what I'm gonna do is, because it calls for 2 garlic cloves peeled, I'm just gonna do 1 teaspoon of the garlic rub. It's a pretty good alternative. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and a tablespoon of honey. So let's get that. So this is the Petite Measure-All cup. It's really awesome because you can do dry or wet measurements with it. It allows you to measure sticky things without having to touch them. It measures up to 4 tablespoons for the liquid side and the dry side. So this is what I'm going to use for my honey and my olive oil. So we need 2 tablespoons. So let's go down to the 2 of olive oil. And then we need 2 tablespoons of honey. And this is what's really cool about this. We like to use these for peanut butter as well. So we just pop that in and push it down and it gets it all out. It's great. And then 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So I'm actually going to flip this over and use this side. And pour that in. I may have to go grab Edward here. He's a little upset. Now what are we missing? Salt and 1 teaspoon of paprika. All right, so half a teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon, or 1 teaspoon of paprika. So this makes a really great recipe for, it's almost like a hummus texture. So if you want to dip vegetables in it or naan bread or chips or anything like that, you can do that. It is delicious. It's hard not to sit down and eat it all at once. What we do is we'll store it in a silicone prep bowl and keep it in our fridge. And it's really great, a quick recipe to have if somebody stops in and you're like, ooh, I don't really have any like appetizers. You can whip this up really quickly. So we're gonna show you how that's done. So we've got all our ingredients in there. We're gonna close it. I'm setting it to the grind setting. And we're just gonna push start. And it says if the blades are still moving but not blending the food, use the temper to push it down. So I'm just gonna grab that. So this is the temper. So if it starts to climb up the walls a little bit, I'm just gonna push it down. So I'm gonna loosen the top here so I'm ready to do that. really warm, like it's warm to the touch because it's been cooking it at a certain temperature while it grinds. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna take it out, and you can kind of see like some of the steam coming up. And then we're gonna pour it right into this silicone bowl. And that's what it's gonna stay in, sorry. Try to move you down. There we are. And we're gonna just keep it in the refrigerator, and then you can eat it whenever. It's also good to have with like roasted vegetables. So if you're eating like roasted vegetables, you can, if you were going to serve it in like a bowl and then actually top it with some roasted walnuts as well. It's really good. But you can see like it's gonna be that texture of hummus, and really all that's in it is like roasted red peppers, walnuts, a little bit of oil, and lemon juice with some seasoning. It's better with fresh garlic, but unfortunately we didn't have any. So what I'm using here is just called a long skinny scraper. It's made exactly for this blender. It gets in there and it kind of gets all of the stuff that you would normally not get out of a blender, out of the creases, and scrapes it into your bowl nice and easily. So it makes roughly 2 cups. Using that recipe, you'll get about 2 cups of dip. And like I said, like we like to eat it just with like vegetables or naan bread or chips even. Super good for like Super Bowl Sunday coming up. A quick recipe. Now, what we're gonna do, so what I did now is I filled my blender cup with 3 cups of water. I'm going to put it on here. And remember how I mentioned that it had a heated wash setting? So this is going to clean itself. So 3 cups of water, a little bit of dish soap, cover, switch it over to heated wash. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes because what it does is it's going to heat up to 140 degrees, and then it will wash. So when I push go, it's going to have like a pre-wash cycle. Oh, I dropped some sauce over here. Now what it's going to do, it's at 75 degrees. It's going to heat up to 140, and then it's going to clean itself. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to store that in the fridge. It tastes delicious. And that is a quick and easy recipe that you can make in our cooking blender. Our silicone prep bowls also come with covers, so it makes it really easy. I'm going to post a couple more recipes today, some of our products as well. And then I'm going to be coming live later tonight to do a spinach and artichoke dip in our quick cooker. So that'll be probably after bedtime, so maybe around 8 o'clock Atlantic time. You can catch us live with that. All right, have a great day. If you have any questions, please reach out.